Hello all, welcome back to testingtools.co. Today in this series of intermediate level Java tutorials, we are going to look at something called variable input parameters. You might have known till now that we can overload methods by passing different set of input parameters so that the user will be able to call the same method with different sets of input. Okay, so there may be cases where if you don't know how many input parameters will come, but we should still be able to handle with all the input parameters. Now we cannot keep on writing multiple overloaded methods with different sets of parameters. Let me just show you what I mean. For example, if I have to add multiple numbers which are given as input to the add method. Okay, so here what I did, I wrote a simple add method which takes two input parameters and returns the sum of those two input parameters. Now if I want to add three parameters, maybe I will write one more overloaded method which takes three input parameters. And the function name will be same. That is the whole point of overloading. So what did we do here? We created an overloaded method for add which takes three input parameters and it sums all the three parameters and then it returns. Now this is all fine, right? We know that we are going to pass only two input parameters or three input parameters. What if I want to add any number of input parameters that are given to me? Especially for example in this case adding of all the input numbers. Okay, so that is where the purpose of variable input parameters will come into picture. Now before going into that, let us first call these two methods and then see if it is working fine or not. So what I did here, I have created an object for the variable parameters class and then I've called add method with two input parameters and three input parameters. Let us now execute and see what is the output. Okay, so if you see here, it has added for the two input parameters and three input parameters. Okay, now we will look at writing another add method which takes any number of input parameters, especially for integer, and then we'll see how we can add those all the numbers and then return the value. So for this, I'll be first commenting these two methods which are already written because we are going to use variable input parameters. It will be handled by default. So here what I will do, I will create another method public int add. So what I did here, I have used something called three dots. So just after the data type int, I have put three dots and then I've given a variable name. So this is how you can declare a method which will take any number of input parameters of type integer in this particular instance. So similarly, you can do for any other data types. So now we will see how we can access these any number of inputs that are coming as a calling method, and then we will add up all those numbers and then return them. Okay. So ideally what it internally converts is it takes these numbers into an array of integers. Okay. So we can access these particular numbers as integer array. Now let us first get the length. Okay, so these are the number of input parameters that are passed. Now with the help of a for loop, you can basically iterate through each of these array and then add the values and then finally return the sum of all the numbers. Before that, I'll declare some variable called sum. So I declared a simple for loop here where it runs from I is equal to 0 to the number of input parameters that have been passed. Okay, now what we will do, we will keep on accessing the each and every integer value and then we will sum it up. So this is how you will access each and every number that has been passed as part of variable input parameters, and then you have added up the entire thing to the sum variable. Now I can return the sum. Okay, so what we have done here, we have declared a method which will take variable number of input parameters of type integer, and then we are accessing those each and every number or integer and then adding them up to get the total sum, and then we are returning it. So if you see at the bottom, I need not change anything at the bottom. We can still run the same code because now this particular method can handle any number of input parameters. So let us now add few more input parameters and then see if it is accepting and it is return the correct value or not. So here instead of just 3, I will make it 4. Okay, I added one more call where it takes 4 input parameters. Now let us execute and see if it is properly summing up all these numbers even though the number of input parameters are different. Okay, can you see here? It has printed for all the 3 method calls, whether it is 2 input parameters or 3 input parameters or 4 input parameters. Ideally, it will accept any number of input parameters because we have declared our method in such a way it can take any number of input parameters, and it will work as if we have written so many number of overloaded methods with different sets of or different numbers of input parameters. Okay, I hope this concept will add some value in your Java learnings. And if you don't want to miss any further videos, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon and like the videos. That will keep me encouraging and do more videos of this sort. Thank you so much.